I've searched high and low, boys. I've trolled the private servers and have looked at more liveries than anyone ever should. I'm confident when I say that I have the best emergency response Liberty County liveries, and today you're all gonna get them for free. That's right, you, your friends, or even admins and mods can use any of the liveries you're about to see. Subscribe now because this is going to be an epic one. I have so much to show you, Zanies. I'm going to get into it as quickly as possible because I have over 15 liveries to show you. This is a video you want to watch in its entirety because if you don't, you might miss the design you want. A quick disclosure here, all of these liveries were designed by me and any use of trademark logos or copyright material is strictly unintentional and coincidental. If there was a point where I felt that a logo or emblem resembled a known entity too closely, I purposely modified the image before using it. Also, these liveries are not perfect, Zanies, so while I appreciate any feedback, please understand that this is my contribution and that I will not likely conduct any further edits or corrections. Finally, let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below. Stay to the end if you want to know what my top 3 livery designs are. Let's jump into it. This video is going to be a little different. I'm not really going to talk too much. This is going to be more of a show and display of what I've made. All of the asset IDs can be found both on the screen once before you see the vehicle out in Liberty County, and 2 in the description below. For this design here, I was really thinking of the East Coast. I feel like there's an obvious difference between East Coast and West Coast law enforcement vehicles. West Coast vehicles tend to have very straight, very sharp lines, whereas the East Coast law enforcement vehicles appear to me to have more of these slanted and angled type livery decals. So here you go. This is a very straightforward and a very simple design here, very sharp looking Durango if you ask me. Funny enough, this car was not supposed to look the way it looks right now, but it ended up happening by accident, and at the end of everything, I ended up liking it. So I gave it this really dark maroon type color, and it's reminiscent of the original liveries I had, but here you go, another great design. I know the FBI vehicles are probably going to be some of the more popular ones. I simply googled the design and the designs were very simple and straightforward, so I decided to make a couple for you guys. Here's the first one. Someone in the comments asked for a CIA vehicle. I don't know that the CIA has any marked vehicles, but if they did, I imagine that this is what they will look like. Probably, maybe, I don't know. But here you go. Whoever asked for the CIA vehicle, you're welcome. This is a classic and a staple here. I think I was obligated to make this vehicle just for the simple fact that this can be found almost in any law enforcement game you'll ever play. If it's not this exact design, it's going to be a very, very similar one. I don't want to ruin anything here, but man, I love the way this vehicle came out. I was unsure how the decals were going to render once everything was complete and imported into the decals and entered into ERLC, but it came out looking a whole lot better than I expected, and man, I absolutely love it. Although this checkered style isn't necessarily my taste, I gotta be honest, I'm also really impressed at the finished product here. I was really thinking of my viewers down in Australia when I was making this vehicle. Don't think I don't know you guys watch. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this vehicle. It's no secret that I was 100% thinking of Grand Theft Auto when I made this vehicle. It's simple, it's straightforward, it looks sharp, and I think it adds a new element to role-playing in Roblox if you are to use this livery. By the way, a little bonus here, if anyone can tell me what that quote is from down there at the bottom, the last to let you down, feel free to DM me in Discord and I'll give you a little something. For this vehicle here, I was originally thinking military, but then it ended up turning out to be more of a hunting type thing. Either way, it looks great. The decal ended up rendering a whole lot better than I thought it was also, and it's a great vehicle for any servers that do military style RP. Enjoy! There's nothing really special about this vehicle. It's also very straightforward, but I do have to say that I love the color scheme, and when you pair it with all blue lights, it just looks absolutely amazing. Great vehicle here. Here we go for everyone out in the UK. I don't even know if this is a thing in the UK, to be honest. This was just my imagination running wild. Queen's Guard, is that a real thing? Is that really a unit that goes out on patrols? Anyway, I don't know, but here you have it, the Queen's Guard vehicle. Of course, being from California, I had to shout out my own state, a classic CHP vehicle, and this is almost a one-for-one of what our vehicles look like here in California. There's a few minor details missing. Points to you if you leave it down in the comments below if you know what those details are, but otherwise, just looking at it from afar, you would say that this is a one-for-one match. For this vehicle, I was thinking of my buddy Dave. We all teased him so much because he had this exact same vehicle and he had the exact same Punisher decal stretching from the top of the hood all the way to the bottom. I don't know what he was thinking, but you know what? He often had a lot of people stop him to ask him about his vehicle, so not my cup of tea, but here you have it, boys, the Punisher. For these next two vehicles, for whatever reason, they kept on getting approved and then denied, and then they would completely disappear. So unfortunately, I can't show you what they look like in Liberty County. Here you see them in the garage, and it's a shame because this Durango looks absolutely sharp in Liberty County when you're out there driving it. The same thing can be said about this vehicle that I modeled after New York City. I have a very special place in my heart for New York City, and same thing here. If you look at this vehicle and you look at the vehicles in New York City, you'll see that it's almost a one-for-one match, and it's a shame that this vehicle would not populate for me. Alright boys, and last but not least, here is my custom official Zany vehicle that you guys are more than welcome to use. The original design was supposed to be something else, but for whatever reason, that one got denied as well, and I finally got this one to approve. I don't know if they think I'm the fake Zany or if I'm trying to steal somebody's logo, but listen boys, this logo is mine. It's custom made. I had it made from the ground up. The colors, the design, the stripes, everything is mine, so please don't deny my vehicle anymore. And if you'll recall me mentioning just now, some vehicles were disappearing, and unfortunately that includes some of the original liveries that I had. So I actually had over 20 vehicles to share with you guys, but these are no longer in the system for whatever reason. But if you still have the asset IDs, these are 3 additional Mustangs for you guys that can also be used in the game. Alright Zanies, and to wrap up this video, my 3 favorite vehicles without a question are: number 1, the F-150 Zombie Apocalypse Response Vehicle. This vehicle, like I said earlier, came out looking a whole lot better than I ever expected. It renders beautifully, the colors are sharp, and man, I absolutely love the way this vehicle came out. My second favorite vehicle, believe it or not, is the Coroners vehicle. Nothing more than what used to be the Express van. There's something about this vehicle. I appreciate its simplicity, I appreciate its purpose, I love how it gives way to different role-playing scenarios, and I hope it lets you guys get creative as well. There's something about this vehicle that just really pulls me in, and it made my list. This is definitely one of my favorite vehicles I've made. And my third favorite vehicle should really go without question. I'm a Californian, I'm from Los Angeles. You know I have to shout out the CHP. Although I absolutely hate it when I run into them, we can't deny that they have some pretty sharp looking vehicles out there. So this makes my list as my third favorite vehicle I've designed. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below what your favorite vehicle is. And finally, Zanies, before I end this video, every single one of these asset IDs works. So if it's not working for you, make sure you copied or wrote down the number correctly, because every single one has been approved, and I have personally used every single vehicle you've seen in this video. So if it's not working, it's not the system. Make sure you troubleshoot on your end. That's gonna do it for this one, Zanies. I hope I run into my designs out there in Liberty County, and until next time, long live the Zanies.